terrain or diorama making. I'm making a little spacey type thing here. So what I've done here is I've glued on a couple pieces of foam, and then I just took rough sandpaper, hey, and just rounded them. Now I'm kind of designing what I want to do with it. They're going to be tanks, big tanks on something, and then I'm going to have my little walkway that I've done, hey, coming out of it, hey. Pretend those are all shiny white with metal thingies, hey. And then this will go into something else. Should look cool, should look cool. Making it on this board here, where I'm slowly adding stuff. So, this is going to be the start of the series of... I just cut my hair, eh, so I've got that itch, a little, you know, the prickly thingies. Anyways, this is going to be a series on the basics of making terrain, or dioramas, approaching it, or, yeah, along that line. Okay, so we'll try to do this with minimum editing. I will try to do this with minimum A's and A's. Step one, I guess, is materials. Okay, what do I use? What do you use? It kind of depends what the end use of your project is. If you're going to be making it for sell, you know, like this sales, you know, you're going to sell it or something like that, well, then it has to be fairly decent, you know, like, you know, like this is, you know, cast out of pretty much indestructible polyresin, plasticky type stuff, eh? So you're going to have to do somewhat the same, unless, you know, you're upfront as to what it is. It's a prototype, one-of-a-kind type thingy, you know, they're fragile. It's, I mean, because, face it, I don't have one, but a lot of stuff, you know, you'll get, and it you know, it looks quite solid. It's coated with a plastic, okay, and inside is a foam, but it's actually coated in a plastic, okay. So they'll make a big mold, do a slush cast or something, and then fill it up full of an expanding mold, foam, so that it's solid. That's how they do those. And they're kind of expensive to do too, okay? But if you're making it for yourself like this, hey, no problem. The only problem is sometimes they break, okay? Which is why, if you're going to do it on a commercial scale, you got to do it, you know, to the best of your ability. You can't put out crap, okay? But for yourself, I mean, hey, you know. Now, I try to put all my stuff on a good base, okay? I use this hardwood board stuff. You know, and it comes in various types of stuff. I recycle it, okay? So this is, you know, if you buy it, this is what it looks like. You'll see it on the bottom of drawers or on the backs of, you know, appliances and stuff like that. That's the other side. They call it hardboard, and it comes in 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch. This stuff is, although it looks thick, it's 1/8 of an inch. 1/4 inch is a lot thicker. So for small pieces, 1/8 of an inch is fine. Excellent stuff. Right up to about a foot. Like this piece here is a foot, 1 foot by 1 foot. Getting much more than that, and you'll have a tendency for it to warp on you. If I have anything here that's warped. Well, you know what I mean. What happens is, as the glue and your paint dries, the surface tension of it starts pulling itself together, eh? And it'll bend your board like this, eh? So there is ways around that when you're working on it. You can screw your board down to something, you know, build all your stuff and let it dry, but there's still going to be that tension there, eh? Other ways of doing it is letting it curl up and then snap, breaking it, and then re-gluing it, you know. Then it'll lie flat for you. So it all depends on what, you know. That's why I like this stuff, because there's less of that. Because a lot of people will use that foam core board, or cardboard. You know, here's that little one that I did, you know, as an example, hey. You know, that's just on cardboard. But and it'll lie pretty flat, but if you get much bigger than this, then you're going to have problems. So what they do is, you keep bending it, snap until it's, nice and flat, and then you coat it with white glue and paint, or, just white glue and paint, mix a little bit of it together, and then that'll give you a nice hard, pretty nice hard surface on it, hey? Anyway, do the same thing with that foam core board stuff. Paint it down with lots of white glue and paint, and it gives it not a bad base. This stuff is fairly cheap. It's only like about, well, even up here in the land of really expensive stuff, it's only about $10 a sheet, $12 a sheet. This over here. I want to make these little dragonflies, eh? It's a crystal, and then the little dragonflies and some, glue and wire, eh? It's kind of cool. What I want to do though is, this is off topic, sorry, I want to coat it with this window clingy stuff, eh? Dries like, plasticky stuff. It's what I did those stained glasses with, eh? So I want to get funky leaves, or wings. Anyways, sorry. Back to materials. So, base pieces. Recycle some of this nice hardwood-y stuff. And, yeah. Much better base. So that when your piece breaks, everything is still pretty much there, eh? The other thing is using a good glue. Eh? If you're going to be doing it commercially, you got to use a good quality glue.